Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today we're looking at the game Gubs. This is how to set up, play and review. It's published by Gamewright. It's for 2 to 6 players and ages 10 plus. This is a light game. This is a game whereby you're trying to grab Gubs from other players. Now Gub, interestingly, is bug backwards, which I don't know if there's anything to do with the theme of this game, but I'm not sure. And I think I do also have a playlist for Gamewright. So check out my playlist for that, for how to set up, play and review, a AmassGames playlist and family weight playlist. So find these cards in the game. The game will end when the word Gub appears. You can randomly take them and shuffle them in somewhere about a third into the deck, etc. And the game ends as soon as the third and final letter appears. So everybody in this set, I'll set up the 2-player game, will take a Gub each. These are what's called free Gubs. They are loose, they can be stolen. You're aiming to have them more than anybody else by the end of the game. So again, these are going to be shoved in somewhere. It doesn't really matter where they are, and it doesn't really matter which letter necessarily, but you're going to have those revealed to have some indication that the game is coming closer to an end. So everyone's going to draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. While I'm doing this, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button and notification bell, and of course check out the description, and the comments are best in YouTube because it is shared. So look through my cards. Well, I've got more Gubs. I can play as many or as little as cards I want, and in this case I've got some more Gubs. So again, I want to have more Gubs than my opponent. That's very important to know. Strategically, you don't have to play cards, but that again is if you think strategy is better. So before you do anything else, once you've of course picked who's going first, so whoever suggested this game, you're basically saying, hey, let's play Gubs, then that person is then picked to then choose who starts. So like I said, initially on your first turn, you've got 3 cards each, but then they're going to draw 1 card, but you don't have to draw a card. Again, that's a strategically optional thing to do, because maybe you draw the B card or whatever it might be, the final of the Gub wording. And I have done this before because I did not want the game to end. In fact, it was the very last card, the last time I played this. So I've got some cards in front of me. I've happened to play out some cards. Again, you don't have to play them all, but I've got this one, trap 1 free Gub, place over Gub, whichever's in place. In this case, it's a Spud Sprout. I'll leave the flavor text. It's protected, it cannot be stolen. I've also got Velvet Moth, which also protects a Gub. So in this case, I've got a trap card. So trap works slightly differently to protect. In this case, basically what I can do is, yes, I can trap something else potentially if I wish to. So that is something to be aware of. So that is 2 different ways you can do something so far, and then it would be ending my turn. I can discard cards, so you cannot end your turn with more than 8 cards in your hand. So remember, if you've got more than that, discard down, and after you've played or simply have drawn a card and passed on your turn, then it's going to go to the next player, and the way you just indicate that is say, go, now it's your turn. So now again, they've got 3 cards, they're going to draw up a card. They've got some Gubs. Again, they don't have to play them, but there might be something that says, oh, well, I'm going to steal one of your cards in your hand or something. And again, trap 1 free Gub, place over Gub wherever it is in play. So in this case, like this trap card here, I happen to play it here, but in this case, I'm going to trap this person's Gub. So now it's trapped over here. And again, it's back to my turn. I'll be drawing up 1 card. In this case, it's a triple ring, trap exactly 3 free Gubs. Again, I'm taking 3 of these cards here, and now they're trapped, okay? So the things that, of course, will interact and stop rings and all kind of stuff like this. So that's pretty much how the game plays. By rating, it is better than it seems to have the special one and Esteemed Elder, immune to everything except lightning. So of course, then you're going to find a lightning card in here as well. And again, that may or may not be above where those letters are, which of course we have seeded into this deck. This of course is placed in the center of the table, this deck as well, as and when you wish to get stuff. So I think in the game, well, nice components, nice shiny cards. It's simple, it's straightforward. It does outstay its welcome. It's meant to be 20 minutes. It's by far, it's a multitude more than that. And I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It's lower than average for my average rating of 6.39. Having said that, it is better than it seems, but I would still not necessarily really jump at wanting to play this again. But it's a small game. I do know it has a strong appeal with people, especially in the party era. It's simple to teach, simple to play. Beer and pretzely, just chuck out cards and do it. Again, I don't know if that was the indication. Again, for my channel in particular, I do prefer something which is a bit more control, and you know, I don't want to worry about a take that mechanism or something ruining my game or whatever it might be. Sometimes take that works really well. In this instance, as much as I like it, there are other games I prefer which do a similar element better. To an extreme, which isn't take that, you have the game No Thanks, whereby you don't steal any cards, but it's about, yeah, I'm going to stop you from taking that card by getting it myself, which could give me negative points, but ultimately I do prefer it that way as well. That's Gubs. Please let me know what your thoughts as always. But for now, obviously like, subscribe as I said before, but via the description, YouTube can support the channel via Patreon, occasionally competitions via Linktree, but are time sensitive, so they do disappear. Head through to Instagram, over 3,900 followers, 3,000 posts, and also join discussion on Facebook. For now, back to the table.